Today, thousands of students nationwide walked out of class to rally for safer schools and to end gun violence. This rally comes on the 19th anniversary of the deadly mass shooting at Columbine High School. 2 generations of students forever changed by violence.
Unfortunately, 2 months ago, Douglas faced what Columbine faced 19 years ago.
Austin Eubanks was just 17 when he was shot twice hiding under a table in the library at Columbine High School. He watched his best friend Corey die that day.
I remember very clearly everything that happened, but it was like I was watching it on TV.
A day that changed his life and life's purpose forever. Columbine survivor Austin Eubanks joins us. What do you think when you see these kids who weren't even born before Columbine rallying today on the 19th anniversary?
Well, I think it's incredibly inspiring. I'm more optimistic now than I have been in quite some time about the ability to actually address these tragedies that are occurring at an ever greater rate. And I think the point that you made is really important about these students were not alive at the time of Columbine. And that's a big reason, I think, why we are here today. They've never thought that this was appropriate.
How is this generation able to organize so quickly?
First, it starts with a tremendous motivation that comes from a place of both anger and sadness. So these students are pissed. And I think that anger is really important because they are channeling that into a greater good. They've then combined that with probably a higher technological aptitude than we've ever had before in history to be able to engage a pretty wide audience in a really, really short period of time.
I wanted to know, was the physical or the mental pain harder to get over?
Oh, mental, 100%.
Wow.
I don't even have to think about it.
You answered right away.
Yeah, no. And
why is that?
So I was prescribed medication to treat my physical pain. Almost immediately, I started taking the opiates off-label to treat my emotional pain because it allowed me to detach from feeling that. It allowed me to not be present. And that led to a pretty debilitating addiction that spanned the course of my 20s, which ultimately led me to the work that I do today in addiction treatment as it relates to trauma. But when I went into the emergency room after being shot, they likely asked me to rate my pain on the scale of 1 to 10, as they always do. And looking back, I probably would have rated it a 4 or 5. I don't really remember. But if they would have asked me, what is your emotional pain?
Wow.
It would have been off the charts.
What do you think about the Parkland students moving from victims to activists so quickly? Do you think it was helpful or hurtful?
I've talked to them about that. I'm like, look, guys, like if you become so all-consumed with activism, you can medicate with activism.
I wish you all the best, and we are so honored to have you at Daily Blessed Live. Thank you so much, Austin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys.